All right, welcome back to another Sledgehammer Tie-Dyes episode. Today, since it is getting close to Valentine's Day, I thought I'd show you guys the heart fanfold. So we start off with our shirt. This is actually a crop top, flipped inside out and then given the center symmetry flip. So it's just the front kind of isolated from the back. And we're gonna just go ahead and start drawing the heart shape on. So kind of want it right about here. So there we go. There's our heart shape. And you can always come back and touch up your lines before committing to it. But my advice for especially this top part is over-exaggerate it because it's not going to come out as sharp of a curve as you want. So now we're just going to start from the bottom. We're just going to kind of pleat it up along those lines just like you would for any other design. All right, and then if you'll notice the tip where I have like that little inward, where it goes in at that last final curve, I can just kind of have it sliding right up against it, so it'll still kind of get it pretty good, but it's not going to be as sharp of a angle as I drew out. So let's get our sinew. Get that ready. But for the rest of the shirt, we're just going to follow those pleats out. And we can also make a few right there. And to be honest, with all of this stuff, for the way that I do this shirt, it doesn't necessarily matter because I'm only going to be putting the repeated sections in here, and then I'm just going to let it go after that. So get our sinew on there. Try to make sure it lines up right there as much as possible. Now I'll just give it a couple goes and I'll hold it down. And so for this next bit, you can either measure it out or not, but just for the sake of making it look as good as we can, I am going to measure it out. So I'll give it 2 more. So we'll go 1 inch and then 2 inch. And then after that, I'm just gonna let it flow. Give it a couple wraps. And honestly, that's as much tying as this design needs. Okay. And if you did have a larger shirt, you could, continue on, give it a few more of those little repeating sections. It's really just to kind of give it like an aura of like a corona around the heart. But then for the rest of it, just kind of want it to go like that. And this tail is obviously just for an anchor point so I can tape it down onto this guy so it doesn't slide around. Not necessary, just something that I do. But as far as colors go, I'm going to be using Dragon Fruit from Dharma and Almondine from Happy Cat. So let's start off with the Dragon Fruit. And we're just going to put that right on the heart. And that's good. You can give it a little bit of a gap there because it will bleed down and past it. Then we got our Almondine. And I'm going to put that right on that tie. Trying not to get any into the heart itself. Then again right here. And there. And this one I'm going to go heavier on because it's going to go down through the whole shirt. Okay, so now we want to get this inside our gutter. And it'll still work. All right. All right, then using a little bit of tape, just gonna anchor that guy down so it doesn't slide. But before I put any ice down, I am going to go over the top with some soda ash. Of course it's needed, but also it helps with the ice, so whenever it hits and rolls off, it doesn't hit into the dragon fruit and roll it down to the rest of the shirt. All right, so we just gotta get this inside our container. And top it off with some more soda ash. And then we'll give that about 24 hours and see what it looks like. Okay, here we are. And I did give this 2 batches of ice, so this has gone for about 48 hours now. All right. So this is what we got so far. Let's throw it in the wash, see what comes out. All right, so here it is out of the dryer, looking pretty sick. Definitely got some nice defined curves and lines on that heart there. I really like how both points really came out nice. It definitely had some, I don't want to say issues. There's no issues with this shirt. This shirt is awesome, but it didn't fully saturate. But I do really like the feathery, streaky bits. So that's really cool. All that down there. And I really like how I managed to get those like defined peaks all the way around. So it does kind of have like that little corona thing going on throughout those. So yeah, it's a really nice shirt. But if you liked it, leave it a like down below. Maybe leave a comment of something that you'd like to see in the future. Please go ahead and subscribe if you're not already. But until then, Sledgehammer Tie-Dyes out.